Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Williams, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now a toss play. It's Harris. Fights through, and now a crease. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. To throw is Howard on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Howard. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Looking over to the right looks and he muffs it. It's picked up by the Broncos. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Isaiah Simmons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. And he whips that one incomplete there. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 6-yard line. 132 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Howard from the gun on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 2nd down at 4. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Howard now, off play action. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Finding room inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 181 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run it with Williams.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On second down, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Howard. Flush to his right. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case, they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Boy, 203 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Howard. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 30. Seven-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now a carry here for the fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. But he connects when it matters most. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a new...